You're watching Friends of Ood-Kind Media Productions. I'm Dr. Ood.
And I'm Ood Delta.
We're here to review
first episode of the History Marathon,
The Unicorn and the Wasp.
And this abomination of Dr. Ood, please describe the entire episode in as few words as possible.
Let's give it a go. The Doctor and Donna travel to 1926 and try to solve a few mysteries with Agatha Christie. The subplot?
What's your quote?
The subplot of this episode is basically what happened to Agatha Christie in a time where she historically did not tell anybody what happened between the time of she found her husband having an affair and the time when she showed up at the Harrogate Hotel. That's the subplot to this episode. The main plot is solving the mystery
Who killed Princess Peach?
Princess Peach? No!
Princess Peach!
What scene or scenes did you enjoy?
Funny. I think one of the funniest scenes of this episode was the one where they did the first interrogation. I was walking alone, all alone, just by myself. No one else there. Alone. And the one where the doctor is poisoned. Basically what Russell did. He just took a vacation from writing and let David and Catherine just do whatever.
Yeah, it's like, ginger beer! I need ginger beer!
An important scene in this episode was the opening scene because it really sets up the plot.
Okay, go ahead.
What?
Any more?
No.
Okay. The garden party scene, which is the post-title sequence scene. Keep over there. The scenes I found interesting, the garden party scene. I think it sets up the rest of the story. It's the post-title sequence scene. It has the historic facts about Agatha Christie as well. The garden party scene for me, I found very interesting because I think it sets up the rest of the story. It's a pre. No, it's not the pre. I still need to stop saying pre. The story goes that she never spoke of the events after between the garden party showing up at the Harrogate Hotel 2 or 3 days later. It's a historical fact. Incorporate Doctor Who in a real situation. And also, I really enjoyed the fact of the dead guy with the face in the soup. It is back. What character or characters stood out to you in this episode and why?
Agatha Christie. She was the center of the story. The actress really portrayed her well.
For me, there's two characters that really stood out to me. The actress that played the Unicorn. I think she really portrayed a convincing jewel thief. Reverend Golightly, he's the Wasp. I think he played a very good part. I think he's a very good actor. And I think he had a very convincing performance as the bad guy, trying to be a good guy, covering up the bad guy, being an alien. But I think he portrayed it quite well. Are there any tie-ins to any Doctor Who episodes? Please explain why.
The Series 4 sub-story arc, the bees are disappearing. When Donna said 1926 and they still have bees, that ties into Series 4 sub-story arc with the bees. Also, Scooby-Doo vibes with the lightning, and it also ties into different Doctor Who episodes, as in Love and Monsters from Series 2.
The Scooby-Doo vibes, yeah.
Yeah, and the Vassalorada from the very next episode, Silence in the Library. The shadows that kill. Mess.
Okay, tie-ins for me. Oh boy, this is gonna take. I'm so sorry. Giant bugs. They've been a thing in Doctor Who throughout. The earliest that I can tell, giant bugs, but the earliest one I can pinpoint is the Web Planet.
I think the most recent is the Arachnids in the UK. A very boring episode that drones on forever.
The third Doctor's regeneration story, Planet of the Spiders, giant spiders. So I throw back to Donna's first episode, The Runaway Bride.
The Arachnids.
This episode is set pretty much in a grand, stately building. Doctor Who's always done that, in the classic series anyway. The three Doctors come to mind, the Silurians come to mind, the new series. Tooth and Claw, Rise of the Cybermen, Knock Knock as well from Series 10.
That's a good episode.
David Tennant's regeneration story at the end of time. A loose tie-in, but we're going to go for it. Zoe Wanamaker, the actress that plays Lady Edison, she played the mom in a TV series called My Family. She was a mom to a character played by Danielle Denby-Ash, who was actually in Torchwood for an episode, a Greek's Bearing Gift, and we actually, Mother Ood, rest her soul, did actually do a review of this episode, and it will be linked in the description below, so please go and check that out. Okay, the building that they used as the Harrogate Hotel. Don't you think that looks very much like the building they used in the 50th anniversary of the Day of the Dog?
Not really.
The wedding scene. So Gareth Roberts wrote this episode. He actually wrote a lot of episodes for a spin-off series of Doctor Who, Sarah Jane Adventures. He actually wrote The Revenge of the Slitheen, which is what the second episode. The Slitheen was the sub-story arc of Series 1, and it was carried on into Sarah Jane Adventures, because you never seen them again in Doctor Who. You heard of them in the Time of the Doctor, but you never seen them.
Well, are we done with the tie-ins?
No, we're not.
The Carrionites were actually mentioned and shown at the end of the episode with the Cybermen, Carrionites.
Yeah.
Christy!
That is canonly appearance by the Carrionites.
Okay.
Because that is where they are.
Yeah.
That is their world.
That ties in to the Shakespeare Code
The series before this series.
Are we finally done with the tie-ins?
One more. Agatha. She says wonderful nonsense.
That ties into the next Doctor and how.
Yeah, because Jackson Lake described the TARDIS as
wonderful nonsense. Absolute wonderful.
Completion, that's a wonderful nonsense. Well, that's one word for it. Yeah. If you had wrote this episode, would you have done anything differently?
No.
Well, that didn't even finish the question she's answered. Why wouldn't you do anything different?
Because it's perfect in every way.
Yeah, I wouldn't change anything about the episode. I thought it was brilliant. Even inside the house, they had like mirrors and clocks and stuff that would look like the round things in the TARDIS. Murder mystery with Agatha Christie.
I love murder mysteries.
I've got to say as well, Mother Ood, this was her favourite Doctor Who episode. She absolutely loved this. If she'd be here and now, she'd be saying how great Donna was and how gorgeous David is.
Yeah, of course you would.
Yeah, she also said that while watching this, she said that the actress that played Agatha Christie actually, she is what you'd expect Agatha Christie to look like. And she did portray Agatha Christie very, very well. We hope this year to keep doing Doctor Who stuff on the channel. We got a whole bunch of stuff lined up. Ood Delta's doing Adventure Time. That's our review for
Unicorn And The Wasp.
from Series 4. Always try to be nice.
Never fail to be kind.